Vekoma suspended family coasters used to not be good, and now they are. Thanks for watching. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mario. This is a channel all about amusement park type stuff, but mostly coasters. And today in my never-ending journey to rank and review every single coaster I have ever been on, we're going to be talking about Vekoma suspended family coasters. So without any further ado, let's review. Vekoma suspended family coasters are highly populous, small-scale inverted coasters designed for, you guessed it, families. These coasters provide a fairly tame ride experience, consisting primarily of small drops and mild turns, although there are definitely moments on some of these coasters that provide slightly intense positive G-forces. And even though a coaster enthusiast like myself may not be the target demographic for this coaster model, I can still have a great time on them. At their best, these coasters are amongst the best family coasters out there, but at their worst, they are borderline unrideable. And here's why. In my mind, this coaster type is split into two categories: the ones with bulky over-the-shoulder restraints, and the ones that have a lap bar only. And those with over-the-shoulder restraints can be absolutely brutal. These hard and clunky restraints are very bulky, not providing much room between your head and the restraint. That means if your head moves side to side, even just a little bit, it will almost definitely hit the restraint. This is a bigger problem with shakier coasters, but I'll get into that in a minute. Luckily, Vekoma is a company that seems to be very good at updating and improving their ride experiences. The lap bar only style of this coaster was introduced roughly 6 years after the suspended family coaster hit the scene, completely eliminating any possibility of hitting your head during the ride. That is, unless you just decide to throw your head back into the headrest, but if you do that, that's on you. Riding an inverted coaster with just a lap bar is one of the most fun ways to enjoy a coaster. The small, minimalistic lap bar allows for your entire torso to move freely, and your legs are just as unrestricted as ever. So, without question, the lap bar is way better than the over-the-shoulder restraints. But now that we know that, let's rank and review the 4 coasters that I've been on. Well, I've been on more than 4 coasters, but 4 of these coasters. First up is Kiddy at Carowinds. Kiddy has the most mild layout of these coasters that I've been on, but it is also the least comfortable. It does have the unfortunate over-the-shoulder restraints, and the slight shuffling side to side throughout the ride all but guarantees a head smack or 2. But while the on-ride experience is void of any enjoyment, the ride is not without a couple of positives. The vibrant paint scheme and well-landscaped area that accompany this coaster at least make it enjoyable from an off-ride perspective. Carowinds is a great park full of great coasters, but Kiddy is unfortunately not one of them. I'd give this coaster a rating of 1 out of 10, as it's not even serviceable for kids, which is sort of their target demographic. Kiddy ranks very low on the list of 241 coasters that I've been on, sitting at number 234. Next up is Flying Ace Arial Chase at Kings Island, and this coaster has the same layout as Kiddy but it thankfully has a few differences. While it does not look nearly as good off-ride, it more importantly is significantly smoother. I did manage to ride the entire thing without hitting my head, although that being said, the over-the-shoulder restraints still impacted my ride. I was very tense the entire time, trying to avoid getting my head hit, so since I was tense the whole ride, I couldn't really fully enjoy it. But nonetheless, this ride didn't cause any pain, so that alone is going to give it a 3 out of 10, and it ranks at number 199. Now let's take a look at a version of this coaster with a lap bar, Steel Lasso at Frontier City. In addition to a comfortable and open ride experience, this coaster offers a slightly faster and more exciting layout. It has a larger first drop than the previous 2 coasters that goes all the way from the highest point of the ride to the ground, or at least as close to the ground as you can get without your feet smacking it. I think this is a much more fun start to the ride than the slow helix that the other 2 coasters start out with. Overall, this coaster provides a tame yet fun ride experience, earning it a 3.5 out of 10 and placing it at number 194. And for our final coaster, we have Freedom Flyer at Fun Spot in Orlando. This is undoubtedly the best suspended family coaster that I have ridden so far. It is the tallest and fastest one that I've been on, and it's definitely the most exciting. It has a decently tall first drop, lots of fun winding turns relatively high above the midway, and it has a really great final helix. This definitely feels like the fastest part of the ride, as the turning radius is super tight, so you actually feel a good amount of positive G-forces pushing your body down. Oh, and another part of this ride that I really enjoy, at least towards the front row, is actually just entering back into the station. You come flying into the loading area at full speed, and your feet feel like they're going to hit the ground. So you know how most inverted coasters have a loading platform that lowers to give the train and people's legs extra clearance as you enter and exit the station? Yeah, no, this ride doesn't do that. So that was a really exciting part of the ride that I wasn't expecting, because it makes this relatively small coaster feel so much faster and exciting than it otherwise would have. All in all, I think Freedom Flyer is a wonderful family coaster, and it shows how good this coaster model can be. That all gives it a rating of 5 out of 10, and it ranks at number 174 on my list. Not too bad. So there you have it. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and let me know what you guys think of suspended family coasters in the comments down below. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications for more content like this. And make sure to tune in next time where I'll be talking about whatever this wheel lands on.